Hi, well, my name is State Senator. I'm Scott Surovell. I'm a state senator. I represent the 36th Senate District. And I'm here to talk to you about justice for Bijan. 2 years ago, I came home to my house to find my neighborhood covered with police. You see, I live 50 yards from where Bijan drove that night. I live about 2 blocks from where he was shot 9 times. I drive the GW Parkway every single day to go to work. So does my wife. My daughter drives the GW Parkway to get to high school. My dad drives that road every day to work. My mother drives it to go watch birds at Dyke Marsh. And I can tell you how my neighborhood feels right now. My neighborhood is terrified. I represent 50,000 people who live along the Potomac River. And when they see the U.S. Park Police, they're not comforted. They're terrified. Just 2 hours ago, I posted a message on my Facebook page about this event today. And just 2 hours ago, one of my constituents wrote, "Who will be next? We are all at risk that our government will kill us." All right, Bijan. I just want to make sure the record is clear here about what happened at the Department of Justice when they took their cowardly action of not bringing charges. From my point of view, the cake on this was already baked about 2 years ago when Jeff Sessions told the press, less than 2 months after President Trump was elected, that the Department of Justice was going to be dialing back its Civil Rights Division's investigations. It was only 10 months ago they confirmed publicly that they were not going to be entering any more consent memos with police departments. From my point of view, the cake on this was baked. This investigation, the interviews, everything that was done, it was simply to cover their butt, but it was never to bring any charges. So is the United States Department of Justice interested in bringing justice for Bijan? Absolutely not. From my perspective, does our president, does our government, does the Department of Justice today stand for transparency? Absolutely not. The transparency they provided this family is about as much transparency as you get out of Putin or Kim Jong-un. It's not what we stand for in this country. Is this party that talks this big game about standing with crime victims, do they stand with crime victims? Absolutely not. They stand with murderers. Do they stand with police? No, they stand with murderers. They don't stand with the good cops. They're standing with bad cops. 2 years. It took 2 years to give no answer. And I just want you all to think for a second. If it was Officer Vineyard or Amaya that got shot, either one of them got shot, not even killed, just shot that night, would it take 2 years to get them justice? No. Somebody would have been charged the very next day. They'd be on their second round of appeals right now because justice would have been brought so fast. But if you're hurt by the government, you never get justice. That's what's going on here. So how can we bring justice for Bijan? First, we need to support his family as they seek their justice in civil court, because the civil court will get them justice. The second thing we need to do to get justice for Bijan is you all need to contact every legislator who represents you and demand that we have body cameras on every law enforcement officer who's out there armed with a weapon. Because just imagine, if Fairfax County had not had those dash cameras, not body cameras, dash cameras on those cars, we would never even have gotten this far. That's right, because they would have just made up whatever happened. And the last thing is you all need to reach out to the new Fairfax County prosecutor, and I think even the Attorney General, and demand that they use their authorities to look into this matter to make sure that criminal justice does not end with the DOJ, but the state looks at it as well. And that is when we will truly get justice for Bijan. Thank you.